Hello guys, in this video we are going to talk about Portland Commissioner, what she is doing against racial and why she is doing. Let's discuss this video in detail. But before going to detail, I wanna say if you didn't subscribe my channel then please subscribe and press the bell icon too for latest updates. Let's discuss this video. Portland Commissioner who backed defunding police runs Racial Justice Bureau with long-standing DICE function. Portland Commissioner Joanne Hardesty who spreaded the local defund police movement, is the hot water after attempting to block the public release of record about her equity bureau, which was found to be riddled with ethics and abuse of power issues, permitting its bureaucratic ranks. Hardesty was assigned in January as commissioner in charge of the Office of Community and Civic Life, which handles a range of responsibility in Portland's city government, including handling cannabis tax refund and a racial equity plan with social justice goals aimed at addressing systematic racism and encouraging development within black, indigenous, people of color, immigrant, and refugee communities. Its website read. Last year, the Portland Bureau of Human Resources and City Ombudsman Margie Solinger both received a mass of complaints from civic life employees. The city attorney office then contracted the consulting from ASCETA to conduct a review into the department and provide recommendation on work culture. The 65-page review made public last week found long-standing DICE function passed down from previous management that has festered and developed untreated into systematic distrust. Leadership and management style were described as hierarchical and punitive in the review, which was based on interviews with about two-thirds of current civic life employees and a dozen of former employees. Work culture involved toxic and mass firing were common. The review found in unquestioning loyalty is seen as rewarded, and there is a perception of favoritism in management and hiring practices, while questioning and criticism is felt to be discouraged and in some cases felt punished harshly. Fillings said that the complaints came from Caucasians and people of color employees with long seniority, as well as relatively new line employees and supervisory employees. The report also said the Kitchen Sink Bureau often lacked clarity in its scope of work and ambiguity ensured uncertainty. Employees described having a fear of retaliation and experienced psychological trauma from working in the department. According to the review obtained by the Portland Tribune, Hardesty has been an early advocate of defunding police in Portland since the death of George Floyd in Minneapolis nearly a year ago. Early this month, Portland Mayor Ted Wheeler and City Council green-lighted a $3,000 cut to the Portland Police Bureau. According to the City Police Union, Portland has defended its police department by approximately $30 million since June of the last year. After the review was finalized in March, the city attorney's office denied several public record requests from parties, including the Tribune, who had sought its release. City attorney client's privilege. Multnomah County District Attorney Mike Schmid rejected that argument and ruled it public record on May 11. May 14, and the review ultimately recommended she and 3 other managers to replace her. Hours before its expected release, Hardesty issued a statement saying her office conducted meetings with current and past employees, neighborhood association, district coalition, and others since being assigned civic life in January, and is best able to help lead this bureau out of turmoil. To do this, it is necessary that as a leader I am able to build trust both with our community and employees. The statement said, I believe that I will achieve this by rebuilding a bureau more streamlined for the work ahead and investing in building a leadership team that reflects the city core values. I look forward to the work ahead. Ombudsman Solinger and others have criticized Hardesty for allegedly withholding the review, accusing her of lacking the transparency needed in fixing the bureau's issues. But Hardesty said she is still disagreed with the district attorney decision in making its finding public. This assessment is not an audit or performance evaluation of any individual and was intended to provide attorney-client privileged information on personal matters. Hardesty continued, although I value the need for transparency in public spending and operation and always intended to make available in public summary report. I am disappointed in the district attorney's ruling as this makes public available where what we are intending to be confident recommendations. Thanks for watching the video.